yanked the engine out of here last night. The engine is out. I kind of cleaned up the paint a little bit too, because some of it needs painted, but he didn't have this black, this dark gray. We're gonna paint all that as well. That needs cleaned up better as well. The yellow there, we'll paint this, scuff it up, paint it. But that, you can see the cracking. That definitely needs changed. Anyway though, we yanked that motor out. And we got it sitting right here. I didn't think about it. I didn't really know that it even had fuses on it, but there's 3 fuses here. He said to check them. They might be bad. That one's good. It looks like it's good. They ain't a pain to get to when the engine's out. That one's good. And this 30 looks fine as well. So we'll keep going then. Get it lined up. Get this straightened out some. And we're looking for this to slide off of that. Boom. So our magnets are super disgusting. Fuses were fine. This was fine. All our magnets are on. Don't make a lick of sense. I'll check back in with you after that's all cleaned up. We get these magnets somewhat cleaned out. Scotch Brite here. Just gonna it's all clean. We'll clean this out a little bit. It's been raining out. We got a little mourning dove. It's been here for about 4 years now. She has babies a couple times every spring. So we're just gonna deal with the wind, no big deal. We clean it up as we did. We're gonna put it all back together, put it in, because I like doing things the difficult way. Right? So now it's torqued. This, where does that little spot go? Looks like it would go here. Right, these go in here. Everything's back together, no extra bolts. So what more can you ask for? So we're gonna carry this over, put it back in the mower. Yeah, buddy. Just gonna put that there for a second. This up here, out the way. We're caught on that little thing. That's a good time. So, first one was pain in the butt. We got a second one in. I'm just kind of wiggling it so it's easier to get moving. Tighten that up later, but it's on. Okay, we got, there's this. I think electrical is the next thing I took off. So we'll just put that there. Keeps everything, pushed over. These two go on the starter here. We'll put this one on first. And then we'll put this one on. This goes on the engine ground right here, so we gotta clean that up a little bit, but fuel lines, some wire in here. This fuel line here goes to the tank. We got it running. It's not connected. It's just basically, everything's hand tight, snugged up. The belts are on, but I don't have the exhaust fully on. It's snugged up. The heat shield and all that need to get on still, but I just wanted to make sure that it was running. So we'll shut it off so you can hear me a little better. The stator and everything are underneath here where that pulley is, the belts and all that. So the stator's under there. We cleaned the magnets up, we cleaned the stator, we sanded off a little bit, and it seems like that did the trick because we didn't really replace anything. We just cleaned things up. Again, it's all just kind of sat in there, so we got to tighten up some things, tighten up some bolts, but everything is secure. It needs to be there, so let's get that taken care of in a minute. Let's see if it held a charge. So we'll close it up. Might need a battery, but that's a lot better than what was happening. This thing's sitting here for probably a week now almost, but I believe this comes out. We got this little cover on now. We're gonna hold that nut there. This I think slips over like that. We got that nut on the back still. The only pain in the butt part about working on these lockers is they don't really have bolts that screw into anything that's there. You got these nuts and bolts on everything. So that's in, started at least. And this here goes through the back. If we can get it through. Okay, there's that side. And that side. So let me just put this on here. And we'll screw that in. The same thing here. We'll hold this while we tighten. Tight. Now that's all on. This jiggles because the top and bottom right there broke. Yeah, buddy. So this was part of an engine mount that they obviously didn't weld great, but we're not gonna put that on. I ain't worried about it. We'll get it jumped, running, and we're gonna move it. Has a safety feature that if the bar right here, this is what makes you go forward, if that bar is forward at all, that it won't let it start. So you gotta make sure it's back. Just that little quarter of an inch would have made a difference. So now that it's back, for some reason, we're gonna open this up and get the jumper cables hooked up on it. Perfect. Still running, but we'll take this off. That was a fun little bit of wrenching. Let's see. Starts, stays running, battery needs replaced for sure, which isn't a big deal. You can see well, it's just right there. I think I got it a couple years ago. I don't know, it's not on there. Ain't that wonderful? We'll get a new battery for it. It's running, we'll do a little tune up. We gotta get the blades sharpened, taken off and sharpened. Most mowers you gotta jack up. This one, we just, these pins right here and here, slide them out. You can lift the deck. We got some red copperhead blades on here, but we can get this all scraped out, cleaned up. It's not super bad, but we'll get it all cleaned up. Some of this grass needs cleaned off of there, but other than that, we'll take these blades off. We'll get them sharpened up. A little tune up on it. It should be good to go. So you just put it back down. Lock this side in. Lock this side in. I like to lift right here. And then we'll just grease everything. Everything got grease points. Like here, here, and here. Just to lift the deck. It's got multiple grease points on this knuckle. This side as well, 1, 2, 3 grease points. It's got grease points underneath the deck. Each wheel has a grease point on it right there. Then there's a grease point on each side there. Back wheel the same, grease point in between the wheels. When you lift it up completely, you got grease points on everything that moves. So like this right here, grease point on this. There's one right here for this lever. You see this? There's one back on this lever here, grease point. There's grease points underneath. If you look way down, if you see my hand, I don't know if you do, but there's a grease point right there for a moving part. You got grease points on the wheels right there. There's one on each side. Each wheel has one, rather. You got grease points on these here. They just kind of keep the tension, but those are greasable. You got grease points on these under here, movable parts underneath that. You got grease points down here on this part that the levers are attached to. You know, you got another grease point on this here. Like I said, these two. Where's that other one at? There's another one I always forget. Somewhere, tucked somewhere, hidden very well, and I always forget about it. There's one on the back of this. This thing here has one on the back, that one has one on the back. Every single moving part has a grease point that you can grease, which might be a pain in the butt, but it also makes sure everything's nice and greased. I'd rather have that than have a unit that you just can't grease anything. When that grease runs out, the moisture gets in there and ruins things. You can't do nothing about it because it's a sealed up component. That's gonna be it. We'll do a little tune up on this. It's running, it's cutting. But appreciate you tuning in. There's that. One step closer to being done with it.